her husband's notably anti-Trump tweets, Conway, implying the question was sexist.
It's fascinating to me that CNN would go there, but it's very good for the whole world to have just witnessed that it's now that it's now fair game what people's how people's spouses and significant others may differ with them.
I would ask you that if you were a man and your wife were 1,000% I would.
No.
And it's not about that. It's about publicly questioning what you are doing for a living with regard to your boss. And it has nothing to do with your gender.
And it has nothing to do with my spouse.
Ooh, Fox News media analyst and host of Media Buzz, Howard Kurtz, joins me live. And I know you were watching that live, Howard. And was CNN out of bounds here?
Well, first of all, it was very sort of cringe-inducing to watch. This went on for about 5 minutes. And look, the question by Dana Bash, who's a respected reporter, wasn't designed to embarrass Kellyanne Conway, and it was out of bounds, and here's why. Why should a senior White House official have to answer for what her husband, who's a private lawyer and not really a public figure, is tweeting if he's being critical of the president? Whether Dana Bash would have asked that of a male official or not, aren't spouses entitled to have their own political views?
And Dana Bash defended her questioning of this, saying that it's something that everyone is talking about and everyone is wondering. But then she went on to say it was meant to be a lighthearted moment. So how did Kellyanne Conway, how did she deal with this, you think?
Well, first of all, when you say everyone is talking about it, we're talking to like 500 people in Washington. And yeah, it's good gossip. People say, hey, did you see what Kellyanne's husband tweeted? But as far as the larger question, I think what really made this resonate is the way that Kellyanne Conway, who often goes on CNN and then criticizes CNN's coverage of the president, the way she tried to turn it back on Dana Bash and say, well, if you're going to ask me this, then perhaps the spouses and significant others of all the people who work at CNN should be fair game for scrutiny and criticism. And obviously journalists don't like that. And I don't usually go there unless there are these exceptions where, if a journalist's spouse if a journalist is covering a governor, a mayor, a city councilman, a president, a candidate, and the spouse directly works for that person, that has to be disclosed, or if there's some financial venture involved that benefits both of them. Otherwise, I think they should be kept separate.
Well, Kellyanne Conway said, so this ought to be fun moving forward, Dana. You just went there. CNN just went there. And CNN brought a panel on this morning to react to all that. And they were saying that they viewed Kellyanne Conway's response to the question as a threat. Another member of the panel said she was completely out of control.
That suggests that when she's asked this kind of question, she's not entitled to defend herself and punch back. And there is a little bit of a double standard here. I mean, journalists have the view that, we should be able to ask anybody anything we want. But if somebody tries to turn it back on us, well, that's threatening, that's inappropriate. And I don't believe that. If the standard now is that anybody in public life can be asked, what about the fact that your husband, your wife, your family member disagrees with you on something, then that does open up a difficult can of worms that could affect journalists as well. I didn't see Kellyanne Conway as threatening. I did see her as sort of seizing an opportunity to throw this back at the person who was interviewing her.
Interesting. But to her point, the question had nothing to do with her work, and it was a question about her spouse. So we will see where this goes moving forward, as she said. Howie Kurtz, thank you.